Hello, Sarah and Hannah. Well, this is Grandpa calling you from Naples, Florida. You have two beautiful little granddaughters, and we're so proud of you. And we love you and your mommy and your daddy, even the old cats. And with that in the back of your minds and your assurance, I'll now try to send you a tape to tell you how Grandpa lived when he was about your age, what he did and how he lived. I remember watching the soldiers march by. Our farm was right on the highway. Watching the soldiers march by because the Great War in World War I was on. And it was towards the end of the war, it must have been, but I remember my father put baskets of apples out on the roadside for the soldiers to pick up and eat as they marched, and so on. And my mother would go and make them various kinds of things. She would boil eggs and give them boiled eggs and all kinds of stuff. I used to stand out the road and watch them go by. In those days, of course, I wanted to be a soldier. Well, around that farm, I had lots of pets. Halloween was the only excitement. And I don't want you little girls to think that Grandpa was a saint or anything like that. And sometimes he was a very bad boy. But he had a lot of fun. One of the tricks we used to do, when the streetcar came along, we'd pull the cable off the back of the car and the streetcar would stop. And then the old conductor would get out and he'd mad as anything. We'd hide. He'd mad as soon as he'd get back in the streetcar again, we'd pull the cable off again. Well, he was just about beside himself. Another trick we used to use would put a firecracker on the tracks. They were called dragons. Another trick we had, and a very bad trick, I don't want you to copy these tricks, girl. I don't think you should do it. We used to buy a tin of sardines and put a sardine on the engine of the car, of somebody's car. And when he would drive about 1.5 miles, he had to get out of the car because of the smell. Oh, drive him crazy. Drive him crazy. I grew, I think about, I don't know how much, but a lot of strawberries. And I would sell them at the side of the road. I had about half a dozen geese that did nothing but walk up and down the strawberry rows. They never ate the strawberries, never touched the strawberries. All they ate was the weeds in the strawberry patch. Someday when you go to high school, you'll learn that the geese were used by the Romans in Rome years ago as watchdogs. I got feeding them peanuts. Probably a very bad thing to do because they got too tame. Every time I come out, one little chipmunk, he was on my shoulder as soon as I came out of the house. My God, he was looking for, and the other little fella, he got so he'd go right into my pocket. I was so happy to see them get away like that. I was so happy to see them.